first, let me talk to Matt McLean of Keycode Media. All right, Matt, now that we've gotten an overview of the tool from Mark, let's talk a little bit about how you've used it at Keycode Media. But first, tell us a little bit about Keycode Media.
Sure. Keycode Media is a AV production and broadcast system integrator and reseller. We just celebrated 20 years in business last week, so we're super excited about that. And essentially, we have 9 offices locations across the US, and we're supporting everything from large media entertainment businesses figure out design, integration, install, aftermarket support, to churches and classrooms and schools. So it spreads the gamut as far as the technology, and a lot of it comes from us having deep reseller relationships with over 400 manufacturers, which from those 400 have hundreds of products, and best in breed engineers that are certified in those technologies so that people get the install right the first time, as well as something that's a little different is we have 24/7 aftermarket support plans, so we can continue to maintain that equipment over time, as well as our Keycode Education School, which is a California-based school, although we do training online, virtually, or privately for businesses. And we keep the entire staff of those companies up to speed with how that equipment works, whether it's existing employees learning new equipment, or new employees coming on board that need to get up to speed with the equipment installed at their facilities.
Well, it's quite a diverse company. And you mentioned all those 400 product manufacturers and suppliers, plus the vertical niches that you were just talking about, which means you probably have a wide array of product that you're having to specify for those applications. So tell us a little bit about your experience with AVIQ. How long have you been using that tool?
Yeah, well, it's a bit complicated. So when Keycode Media acquired Burst Communications out of Colorado, they were actually using the tool. And at the time, Keycode Media had been launched several iterations of web stores, and we found it very challenging because when you could create that e-commerce experience, you could put 1,000 product pages up, but suddenly those products were out of date. New SKU available, new version. So who's going to update those 1,000 product pages and keep that maintaining, and realizing that e-commerce is something that's so important because we need to be able to facilitate the transactional business for our customers. But we also need to figure out a way to keep those pages relevant and maintained by manufacturers so that anyone can come on, find the products they're looking for through a Google search, ending up onto our AVIQ Keycode Media catalog, and to be able to have a smooth purchasing equipment, find the tech specifications, the descriptions, the images, and be able to log in, create an account, create a wish list of items, and submit it to our inside sales teams to process those transactions.
So you actually have the AVIQ tool embedded into your website?
Yes. So for our customers, AVIQ, probably the customer doesn't even know it's AVIQ. It's a Keycode Media branded product catalog. And then we work very closely with the AVIQ team to get our manufacturers on a yearly, biannually basis to send their updated products to them so that we continuously have the most relevant products listed on our website for customers, and then they can just simply have a shopping cart experience. This sends a request to our sales team to follow up and complete the transaction.
So if you didn't have that tool, let's talk a little bit about dive in on the benefit element of it. If you didn't have that, what would you be required to do? And so specifically, is it really a time saver, or is it just an informational element that helps both you and your clients?
Yeah, I look at it a few different ways. From the marketing perspective, you want to have people searching for products end up on your website for those products and be able to easily find the information they're looking for and submit a request for more information. On a web store side, you're talking about building out a web store like these massive e-commerce sites like Amazon. It requires a lot of maintenance, and for integrators, I don't care small or large, it requires having a web dev team that is massive and expensive to maintain. So AVIQ really takes all that pain away by taking the part of maintaining the product pages, the categorization of products, working with manufacturers to set everything up directly. That saves me time as a marketer to be able to work on, the creative webinars and videos that blog posts that we do to help educate our customers.
Last question, can you think of any specific example where a customer who found it on the website and ended up resulting in a big project, or some sort of time-saving mechanism, or some specific anecdote where it helped benefit Keycode Media?
Sure. I mean, that happens all the time where, we talk about the business funnel of interest all the way to closed business. And those interests come from different ways. Sometimes people are coming because they're looking for a large, building a television studio, all the way to someone saying, okay, I'm being told I need to build a TV studio, and part of it is going to be a new tech TriCaster, right? So what happens is, by having yourself searchable on the product level, sometimes you're finding out, oh, there is a larger project here. It's not just that switch, that video switcher. It's a video switcher, it's lighting, it's cameras, it's the whole shebang. And so being able to be there on the product side is giving our sales team an indicator of upcoming opportunities that might be much larger. And oftentimes, sometimes it is just that product. They're just coming for that one piece of equipment, and that's okay too.
All right, fantastic. Is there anything else you want to mention about AVIQ before we move on?
Yeah, Mark and Levy and team, they have been fantastic to work with. I work mostly with Levy on a day-to-day basis. He's extremely responsive. He's working very closely with, as we bring on new manufacturers and introduce them to AVIQ, he's so quick at getting their products up on the site. And it just makes it really easy for us. Next steps, we're looking to how we can take this database and actually turn it into an actual e-commerce experience where people can actually submit, click, send your credit card information, and make the purchase. And AVIQ has been very open to leveraging their database for us to have a true turnkey e-commerce experience.
Fantastic, great information. Thanks, Matt. Thanks for joining us today.
No problem. Nice meeting you.
All right, let's get another rubber meets the road perspective from another integration company and turn to Vin. Vin, first of all, tell us about AV Services.
AV Services, we're a terrific company located in northern New Jersey, 20 minutes outside of Manhattan. We're a 61-year-old company. We have predominantly served longtime Fortune 50 clients. We have offices here in Fairfield, New Jersey, our headquarters, in Times Square, Manhattan, in Danbury, Connecticut, and in San Francisco.
All right, let's talk about AVIQ. How long has AV Services been using AVIQ, and how's it worked for you?
Well, I've been using it. We have been using it for 2 years, and it's fantastic. There's no way we can manage products on our own as well as AVIQ manages products for us.
So you actually have it embedded in your website?
Yes, we do. And it's a great database of product for any technical information that we need. But more importantly, our clients turn to our website for their product information.
So when an end user customer is looking to find product, he or she is going to find that comparison on AV Services website and then see you as the go-to experts and then reach out to you to possibly fulfill that project.
We get, lists of products to quote on daily through the AVIQ portal on our website. It provides us with the opportunity to educate the client that they don't just have to buy the product, that we can intelligently integrate it into the systems they have in mind. We use the tool AVIQ to help our clients design their systems, and then ultimately those turn into integration projects for us.
Let's talk about another element of AVIQ. Does your team use it internally to compare products to find the right product for the right application?
Well, absolutely, right? That's a given that there are easy ways to compare products thanks to AVIQ. We help our clients with their systems and standards and maintaining and updating and improving standards. So it's very easy for us to send links from our website to them from the IQ portal. But the answer is yes, we do utilize the tool for our own requirements. Most of the time, 99+% of the time, we use it as information for our clients.
So last question, do you recall any specific anecdote or specific application where an end user was using the tool on your site and it ended up resulting in a large project or something of that nature?
Well, it's actually quite frequent. Our sales team now, we have to divide, the number of installation opportunities that come from, the AVIQ portal. Because again, the end user client, they may be insurance companies, real estate firms, restaurants. Those are some of the type of clients that have come through the portal, and it most times leads to the opportunity to us to go on site and then meet with the client in person and we assist them with their requirements.
Fantastic. Sounds like it's a valuable tool. So Vin, thanks for joining us today.